in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon-Tok.
Alright, we the talk and clear from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Come on, talk. Come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do.
Yes, welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok name. Well, just like what we promised the other day, say today will be a very special program because we're doing at the crossroad. The first item we're going to look into the PR system, where the president they push very, very hard, and we also understand deeply inside behind the scene that it can do everything possible for let that go into play. If we are to follow we don't do the genealogy back then. We don't tell now how the system they operate, the people and key figures and key heavy political weights them. As you see them begin push something, must not say this until they can cook. But I just want to tell you, say if that PR system, that power sharing happen, let we just not two rakat or maybe 4 rakat to forget about democracy finally. But today we get somebody who get for can help with because this it on the inside what they say the kokutu, you know better how them there they operate. It get for can tell you the political dynamics inside the power sharing. Is it something genuinely? Maybe somebody will argue, say, well, for national unity, for the world come together, you know, so we get small discussion, chamots, follow avoid that. Why we not go just make our pots? We all eat at the same pots. After all, we all are the same person. They say one country, one people, not so SLPP as Alec and so much. But we want to see the sincerity. So we go pinch on her until I forget clarity on Nandi. And we also go look deeply inside Madabio in in state opening of the second parliament of the second the state opening of the sixth parliament of the second republic. I beg your pardon. It talk a lot of things in there. One way we feel say is factually incorrect, and we also go look at it church on that very statement about how the power sharing therefore bring unity. In fact, it push on it very hard. And again, this now just a matter of time. Then we can begin discuss deeply, and not only sets the stage, not only sets the the mechanism in place. This are just a way like just for say who consult now the people and the one time, because we get the evidence already on the ground. Because I mean, look at the current evidence, the current parliament. now the current evidence. It's simple. I think if somebody they struggle for fair who say example, why you not go just point on that side? So we therefore can look into that and Baraytay will help we and highlight the key points there. And USA if he say actually the power don't do well. And of course we also see the APC themselves or the upcoming election the loom, and we need some alpha talk them, but we know they try for cow with wait we not confirm it now the from the trusted sources. We just want to create the scenario, the we assumption almost say if people take APC at the stage for good court, just like where we either woman and they will not confirm it. What's in that legal mean? Is it the same? Then maybe some tell like couldn't say paradise, kick your own back in front. Again, these are all part of the speculation. Who that is and get for benefit? Is there somebody behind the scene where actually the pulling string get for let it happen? If it get for happen, as you don't they read the rumor there. Again, of course, today it will be another very night for it. Well, we not go at the international news as always, and the Africa we do left arm because I believe so we got a lot for discuss, and we get a heavyweight we get for can take over the platform. Why we not go get on the chance? Not so anyway. My name now Mr. Komon-Tok. If you just join me, you're more than welcome. With a different side, within our YouTube, with a Facebook, with a TikTok, with a Instagram. We're expanding. And just so you know, I just want to give a big shout out to the people on our Facebook. Now don't push the page, it's more than 42,000. Now on YouTube, 500 follow, we just reach for 50,000. It means a lot, that jubilee, just read the 50,000, and then from there we push another on the others. So we can do it. All right, we can just now where we can welcome the big man at the building. They can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow.
All right, straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for waste. Lord, we just use this chance. On the other side of the screen, we see a gentleman over under. I'm sure not to strange name na this platform, but of course by extension not to strange name na the country either. You welcome na the platform, Mr. Baraytay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Komon-Tok, and viewers them across the world. I extend me evening greetings because right now I'm not even tend to win at Toronto.
All right, thank you very much. And so Fambul as always, we until know magic, we play with we and the magic, we antenna there. So sharing with it is carrying. You know already, so please consider that. Now you empower and the user well, especially this topic. As I start for talk, we happy forget you for like can help you understand because one of the key areas we want to pay attention. I just want to play 1 minute 20 seconds of the president. It push an agenda of inclusivity. It push an agenda of unity. But then more or less they wrap them with a PR system and also with a kind of inclusion power sharing where we understand behind the say they can push una own party seriously for not accept. For people who will not get that past date, and we also probably go church. I don't know if you follow the presidential spokesperson with Alpha Car. You don't put something. I call it constitutionalism. Now the term now they say not to PR, but perhaps you said for throw light on this. Let me just take 1 minute, let people get Nandi from there. We are over give the mic.
New national dialogue on adopting proportional representation, not just for parliamentary elections, but across the executive and public sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this very house demonstrates its value, having increased women's participation across party lines. We must therefore build a governance architecture that truly reflects the diversity and multiplicity that exists in Sierra Leone. Through open consultations nationwide, we are shaping reforms that will restore public trust, strengthen electoral justice, and leave behind a democracy that works for all Sierra Leoneans. This government will fully implement these reforms because a democracy is only as strong as the systems that protect it. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as leaders entrusted with our nation's future, we must continually champion reforms that foster unity and inclusion. It is time to renew national dialogue on adopting the proportional representation.
Over to you, sir.
It's very interesting, Mr. Komon-Tok, for listening President Bio. They push an agenda where first, in presidential spokesman, they don't come forth and say that is what they are striving towards. We don't also see the Speaker of Parliament allude towards that. And the president can make them very clear in his speech to the nation. But maybe people don't understand what is this proportional representation and waiting at this power sharing. You know, we have an opportunity where we have a constitutional review committee when we start. Where Pakaba bin Kam, a starter, Usai left, we take him, then President Bio come. All these issues should be tested. But one thing though we are a little bit confused. Now, when I take back the president in previous statements, when they ask and say the country look divided, they say yes, it has always been like that, and that now the colonial masters and legacy, and that there's nothing we can do about it. And just few more months for laying left power, now like we can say the chickens are coming to roast. Now you don't see say in governments they come in party no get for the into governance. This now like an indication for say, do ya where APC can have power, the things that we don't do, we are excluded now into the governance of the country. Why arrest some of una, lock una, why be they intimidate una, we are been they go now on a party office and they go fire tear gas, where I don't kill innocent Sierra Leoneans them. Now I not get for them power again. Do ya at the big una una come, una member for bring we inside so that we'll run the country. This now,
okay, if I can jump inside, I'm not a Christian, but we not Halloween at Christmas. We are able born again, person can born again. You don't feel say sometimes, and I see the need for like inclusivity kind side, or probably genuinely come up from my heart.
To me, I still insist something where I don't repeat years back since we President Julius Marabio take the reins of governance in our country. With all the human rights violations where he don't commit in that country in government, with all the killings and wantonly, with all the rape of a constitutional country, one thing we're missing in a speech, I think say he owes Sierra Leoneans an apology, because anything about reconciliation, anything about inclusivity, it will be genuine and not cosmetic. You know, we don't commit all the atrocities and then kill people them. You and your wife una go na farm, una they provoke people them, una they na one ATV, una they drive, una say, oh, let me teach you, una they marry. I think say that is so much insulting to the psyche of Sierra Leoneans across the board, to the extent, up to this point, even the August 10, 2022 demonstrations, nobody has been held accountable with all the innocent people that we didn't kill. To me, I think say the proportional representation, I'm happy that you included it in this conversation, which I will elaborate on later.
Okay.
But this issue, you cannot impose inclusivity by people them from the political lens. It has to come from a base of authenticity, a base of genuinity. That way they will say, you know what? We mortal man don't do bad. We'll get what you call recantation. You will come, you recant, you apologize to the people then. And we, as you rightly mentioned, as Sierra Leoneans them, we believe in religious values them. We can forgive, although it can hard to forget.
Okay, so if I can jump here, probably people and they look at the whole thing because from what you tell for talk, is it that the president and the party they afraid accountability? Let them know then that make the PR either push the PR for power sharing. Could that be the main reason? And that is one. Yeah, you maybe answer that one because I get a follow-up question. We're very critical.
I will suspect that because the question where many people don't come up with now that why now? Why now? We don't come as members of the opposition. We don't come as Sierra Leoneans in the first place before we belong to even political parties. People them across the board, they don't repeatedly call on the president for say this type way they govern the country, it divide the country further. You go, they sack people them randomly, people them will be serving the previous government, even though they get tenure of security in their jobs, with impunity. You sack them. You sack them. One of the highly respected auditor generals that who gets now the sub-region in the person of Lara Telopias, everybody come, he say, what in this woman do? You forgive him the highest award. You for congratulate him for let get the nerve that somebody in your presidency submit fake receipts then. And all you do, you say na administrative misconduct. The next thing, you go, you manipulate the thing, you pull the woman in deputy. So these are not hallmarks of somebody who is ready. You don't just don't do all lengthy and then overnight you can't say, you know what? Let everything be rosy and cozy. It doesn't work like that in real life.
I catch that side clear, and these are things then where I'm sure it haunts you as a nation, especially we mentioned that name the Naya, because well, let's just forget about that Lara Taylor. A lot of people are not even get faith on a party. Now, one of the arguments of people in the puts, there is the chances are so high, close to 90 or even more, for let Madabio get the PRC running. And many indications suggest if the current establishment of the ECSL no not thwart and not reduce or not do any reform, there will possibly be probably another same 2023 election. And what's going to happen next? Marabio go begin to call una the opposition, the Guna, for example, proportional representation, Guna 30% people in the camp can serve as ministers, will never get the opportunity to be ministers. A case in point, now they tell una boycott parliament. We see Thompson, Mohamed Banguade, then go join the government. We give them some kind of hope where they begin push, where finally they will get. So how serious is here that assume this? I'm just making an assumption based on what the push or the city they push, and behind the scene they depend threatening some people and when they agree to that, then go for bribes from people and many discussions they go behind the scene. How sincere? How people then go talking as serious and going to stand up to mother bill for let get away this time around unconstitutionally?
I will just go to waiting with Secretary General of WIPARI, Lawyer Lansana Dumbuya, recently come up with in a public statement. It is even painful for me for let I recall waiting happen at Parliament where they go lay the instruments for the proportional representation. You see, the proportional representation, we party kicked against it. The SLPP waited and do through the notorious actions of the former clerk of parliament, where they don't go compensate them for being the secretary general of the party. Then call police them and APC people. They molest them. then vandalize and sit them, then humiliate them, then kick them out, then go, then pass the PR system. The question then is, what will we have done as a party?
Okay.
Secretary General don't make them very categorical, and I resonate with him views then. If SLPP feels say, waiting and do 2023, then go away with it. Then go away with it rather. 2028 is a different ball game, because as a party, I will tell you, say, we are not just resolute in terms of resisting any yuki will they foresee, but would they make sure, say, we provide that confidence in the people then. Now that makes me young party right now, when they see a proliferation of people, all man they come and say, he want be flag bearer. Me your message, I don't get to all of the potential flag bearers then are this. Law we know attack we self. The people are looking towards we as APC as a party in waiting for take over the governance of the country. But one thing we personally, this is not my own APC statements that they make. My own personal opinion is this. Madabio then they test the ground, and the moment then go away with it. Now, like waiting Bob Marley say, you give them an inch, they take a yard. And when you give them a yard, they take a mile. So the moment they want to take an inch, we should robustly resist that. For tell them, say, you know what? This time round, you cannot eat your cake and have it.
And when you talk about this, Unago robustly challenge them, they don't put a brilliant argument. And in fact, they don't quote no side and quote inside the book. Then say, when we get a TRC, the people will be document that documents they then talk about PR system. And we use PR system during Tijan Kabain term, and even subsequent, I think Justice Kawan in commission also suggest something like that. So in fact, the PR system, then we book. So what's in the bush, they argue from their own point of view, say, not to new, not to impose that you're inside the constitution. What about that? Does not make sense?
I'll give you a famous quote by a constitutional expert, Lord Acton. He say, I quote, we all live by constitutions, but the constitution is what the people say it is, unquote. That tells you, if they were very genuine, that the PR system, they in the interest of Sierra Leoneans them, why you for go kick out members of parliament them with force? You go take people and well-armed officers them for go kick them out. I think say part of we democracy for be the freedom of speech within the constitution, we spell out in section 25 very clearly in chapter 3. But let me give you a little bit of a history how we ended up use the PR system in 1996. We were just coming like the country, Marabio, then they don't disrupt the country. The country not safe for let we go into constituency. People are displaced because of the war, and we were all desirous to make sure that we hold elections. So one of the rationale we then justify for that was create the entire country as one constituency, whereby political parties, now then they submit list, and based on the computation, whatever they agreed on, so that at least we will move forward, because Mother BO and in people them, they try for thwart the aspirations of Sierra Leoneans them, more we know all the elections. So that was how the PR system came. But now, we know they're in war. The question is, what is wrong for law we do the first past the post? Whereby me as somebody...
But they say we don't test the system, both system, and look like say this is a bring inclusivity. They bring oneness, law we all understand ourselves as one people.
But you know they bring political accountability. If you go today beyond Kailaon, you go ask the ordinary man, say, Udan are you member of parliament where they represent you? And no, nobody. Because the loyalty to them people and they is not to the people. it is to their respective political party, which means the party now in draw the list. So all what we are saying is, go back to the constituency level, go talk to the people them, so that if very important matters and kind of parliaments we get for do with the heart and soul of the country, you go consult the people them. That's ended the people them views them, you will able to go articulate in a parliament. That is why you find out, say, in our constitution, we have what we call entrenched clauses, which means anything we want change in that constitution day, it has to be done through a referendum. So who is going to meet the people at the level there, at the constituency level, for let them say, you know what, this now you want to do. Explain to the people then, so that the people then will say, yes, I want that. That is what we call participatory democracy. So in the absence of that, the loyalty of the people is not to the constituents, but rather to their political party. And I see that as a discordant in political theory.
Okay, it's a good one that you mentioned there. But again, another argument to come up from the PR system. You know, and plenty of people already watch, you know, so we don't care them program name series of time. Sierra Leone book, officially we not book country. In fact, the argument with government still say the PR system is more economical in the sense that we're not going to spend much. Because class not going for the take place again. Fet not again. First round, second round, third round. We don't need all them things there. We just save money. What about the argument today? You don't say anything good in the PR system at all as a seasoned politician. You don't see anything good in the PR system at all. There's no benefits.
The benefits of PR system, which has been tested, when a country they at war, it is unreachable, and also in a society whereby the voices of the people them cannot be heard over time. You will say, okay, let us create a one whole country as one constituency. It will minimize violence, because at the end of the day, people in the campaign don't get for it too much. But the whole essence of holding periodic elections is to test the validity of the state. That is why, if you go to the preamble of the 1991 Constitution, it's very clear that political sovereignty belongs to the people. And you know, in political science, that we have the legal sovereignty of the state, which is the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. But political sovereignty, that is why in our preamble of the 1991 Constitution, Cap 6, it's very clear that we derive the powers in this constitution from the people. And therefore, if the people are so desirous that they wanted a first past the post when a constituency elections, why not? Because at the end of the day, democracy is not just a government of
well, government said that the like where it talks to, then therefore go to the people and ask and say if Parliament kick them anyway. Then therefore go to create a kind of a referendum, ask the people and say, we feel say the PR system as a government is good than the first past the post. You know, if you say more
that in itself is very divisive. For let them go say, we as a government will feel say it good. Government cannot get all the answers to determine what is good for the people.
But then in power, they can feel
they
something good.
Power, I get you right. Let me tell you how we constitute the Constitutional Review Committee. At that time, we only have APC and SLPP in Parliament. We were given 2 equal representation. And all other political parties were also represented, including civil society. In fact, I worked with Justin Cowan very briefly, but because I've been doing a government information ministry, I recused myself for say there could be conflict of interest because I was their initial spokesperson. But because it has to do with the rationale and the spirit of a country, I recused myself after consultation with Frank Gagbo, who was then the Minister of Justice and Attorney General. So there was equal representation. It is not a question of us as a government versus the rest. Because if you say what you want as a government, like what them demonstrates in Parliament, you always get it wrong. This
well, as a government, we can say na the mama, na the Komra. You know, if you say the Komra, they know more, past maybe something in picking them.
Well, I also believe, say, a responsible Komra, daddy and mama, you can always consult your household in a very transparent way. So until certain actions and decisions that you want to take, that small picking at us will tell you, say, hey, Papa, not do this so, not do and so. And when you listen, you can incorporate everything. But it cannot be a divisive thing, we as a government and so on. It is what the people want. Democracy should be a government of, by, and for the people. And when the by the people is omitted, then it becomes a saboteur government.
Okay, thank you. You don't help we understand. But the final question on this PR before we move on to in speech way do not parliament, what if governments push this referendum, then do campaign, people and ban? What you now not take? These are the people there.
The space should be there. Why I say space, I mean a safe space, whereby all political parties registered in the country, civil society and the media, they should be also given the opportunity to go across to educate the people so that it not go just be a monofocal way government, now they just say a good, then people then take a hook, line and sinker. But people should know the alternative that, listen, the starting point will be, Uda na you MP where they represent you. Then go tell you, say, me I no sabia. You go one sabi you MP so that if problem there, you know, say that MP there una can call on una constituency. If una get challenge, una bring and they go care and go to parliament. I bet you 10 chances to 1. The people will say yes, I go want hold that MP there accountable. Because Komon-Tok, let's get this clear. If me no say me loyalty na to me party and not to the people them in a constituency where they represent, then what thing will happen? The politics, they become too elitist in our country, whereby the party now go choose people the way they want, then they're not take into consideration the people them out there. And I believe from my own political science education is the people therefore be the raison d'etre of politics. That is where you can see in the earlier Greek democracies, we all they go get on one common market. People and they vote by raising their hands. But with the expansion of populations, that became impossible. And therefore, we'll begin get constituencies so that the people, their voice will come. Don't get me wrong. There are other countries in the world that are practicing it where they work for them. But I also believe equally say every country has its own unique political culture.
Yeah. Anyway, this is now a topic we will continue with because we know Anka again with the former, the presidential spokesperson where they make reference to you talk about Switzerland, you talk about Germany, but law left down. The one come on something where a lot of people want to we understand. There was a speech where we're not able to get chance because another thing be crop up we take so much of people in time cocoros. And so we are not for spend by the cocoros time. We're not able to listen to the president's speech for now understand what's in there for me. Because now one of the most important speech, because that's point they tell me what you don't do and what you plan for do. Now just do us a favor so that at the end of the day you said go get clear information. How I'm sure you probably would not listen and clearly you get her. Well, I'll just help people a little refresher, not to all of the thing, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, family, but they can just
Vision is anchored in the big 5 game changers. The core priorities at the heart of the national transformation agenda. I will highlight the key progress we have made in transforming agriculture, expanding human capital, empowering our youth, driving digital and infrastructure growth, and building a transparent and accountable public service. These are practical steps that are already changing lives. How we grow our food, educate our children, empower our youth, and power our economy, and make governance more accountable. Game changer 1 fits alone: agriculture and food security. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, When we launched the Big 5 Game Changers in 2023, we set out a simple truth. Sierra Leone must stand on its own feet. We cannot truly prosper if we depend on ships sailing to our shore for our daily food. That is why Feed Salon sits at the heart of our agenda. Food security is about dignity, independence, and a future where every family can put food on the table. Last year, rice production grew by 8%, cutting imports by 14%, and saving us 15 million United States dollars in foreign exchange. For the first time in my own living memory, the price of rice has fallen by over 20%.
All right, slow tap that side. Before I forget, I think I just want say na long one family, na long one, but slow just tap down there because plenty of don't listen. We don't put a live. Over to you. Some of the thing again, of course, you will able. Over to you.
You know, when I can listen to President Bio, I only wish, don't get me wrong, now fine aspirations that we mentioned. Would I not go want me in country reduce on the importation? Would I not go want for empower the youth? But right now, as I tell you, from 2018 to now, the president say, and go create 500 jobs for the young people.
500,000.
500,000. I be they expect say we can't tell we say so far now so percentage you don't produce so we.
But the entire speech, who saw you feel say because you will not go say all his speech what you talk on a lie, except perhaps you are qualified. So
no,
who saw you feel say in strength in deliverable, what you actually do where you go present as a person.
Like the importation where you mentioned, that is a very key. If we save about 15 million because we don't reduce the importation to the country, that is what we wish for. That is why I said, would I not go want that to let happen for a country? Because at the end of the day, the whole thing about importation and exportation, now what you call in economics, balance of trade. Because not forget, say, the more you import, the more your economy is weakened. Because at the end of the day, for let you import, you get for convert your local currency, even if you support people them, into the US dollar, which is the international money they use in trade. But the less you import, you get locally grown like country, the better. So that is why the question is, who doesn't want that? But when you come, they can't tell we say you need transparency and for letting people and hold your government accountable. That is absolutely missing. Because all the voices there in the country, the moment you come out, you come for can challenge certain issues then. Imagine somebody where even they experience a mental health situation like Blacker, just because it come a talk then 10 a day, it not happen. They all them beat up by supporters of the government, and the pathetic part of it was that no government official not ever come for condemn that act.
Yeah, and they even take on the judiciary itself. They even
That's what
can
I'm
court.
saying. So instead of taking this guy to a mental facility, then take him to court. Then look at the push where they ravage your country. Then they all them about them, they say then they sell them. But the big thing is, I want to read in this speech, the missing thing was, my government will work very robustly with international and local agencies to get the source of the supply and importation of the dreadful kush into my country, into our country, which is ravaging the future of our country.
He mentioned that as well by the speech. He said that they do very well. But as you just
that is what I'm saying.
As a cracker, Mr. Pan throw something on this one. I'm sure clearly you know say there is a Bolly Joes, aka Umar Sharif, now the country. How gonna because sometimes it's not about Nana, like what I can say, opposition are part of government, and people and they look up to, if the incumbents fail and they look up to the opposition. What thing una they do as an opposition? What kind of maybe tacitly or even maybe covertly or openly, what kind of thing are they do for make sure say this guy ain't not a common other country? Because it clear now say thousands of people. The other day, Mayor Akisoya Bide, I think, MSTV, where they give statistics, very shocking statistics. It's on average, then they collect 5 body them per day on average. Where you total and 30 days, they give 150. Or here, they bear more than 1,800 people there, far more than even the Ebola. What are you guys doing?
Well, this is where, as you rightly make the assertion, that governance is not just about the government of the day. The opposition, political parties that are not even in parliament, the people of the country, because political sovereignty belongs to them, we all for calm. Look, almost people and they can cry. The comrade and they cry. They picking them, then they in Kush, they ravage them. Then they get so foot them, where they kill them eventually. The medical facility, not they for cure them. So this is where it is even a scandal, international scandal, for let we get a drug kingpin in our country, where the president said, then they na church, very close proximity, he say no sabiam. And later now we cannot say, na imbralo, he say no sabi imbralo. So that tells you that he's not even serious about the fight of the Scosh, now cosmetic statements then. And secondly, how you go say for Leona hand over this?
When you say imbralo, how you be imbralo? Let people understand.
Yeah, because in girl became married to this guy.
You know about the man is an official or people understand that.
Well, Lord we say that man not they go. I remember I listened to the presidential spokesman for say the church, now open space, anybody can go inside. That was not true. The church, all the seats them are assigned. For let Fatima be your man, then look, they say they not sabi that man. We be say then girl picking will end up for no say, whether they officially are married or not, but no say they have a romantic relationship. So then you say you know Sabia. Then the government can't tell we say where the Netherlands requested they need this person. Government say no, then back get somebody where they Holland, pass their exchange with that person. Then you think this is a serious
they said that they can work on that. The minister of the Attorney General, the Minister of Justice Attorney General, Alpha Sisi, he say they don't read the documents, that you will get processed. Although now 6 months you don't take, you know, fixed extradition can take up to 1 year or more because perhaps the legal system not match up with the Netherlands system.
The question for me then will be, why if we take Madabio, we so much don't spend a lot of money say it's gravel for rebrand the image of a country, waiting wrong for say, you know what, I don't spend so much of the taxpayers' money. You want not the kind of country bad name, and they owe you, do you go back to Psychomo? What do you need for let that happen? What whose magic do we need for that to happen in our country? 6 months.
So what you know they do now as an opposition?
As an opposition, we don't lend a voice. We don't make statements say it is reprehensible, unacceptable for let somebody come in our country, then somebody declared wanted, but opposition don't even support this man against state security. So that don't tell you say the government is protecting this person to the affront of the president telling us that in the travel all this while because he want for rebrand our country. Just that singular act for keep that man in our country. All the intention where the president gets say they try for rebrand the image of Sierra Leone, all don't go back to the dustbin. So this is where for we not get guns of it. All we can do is with the enlighten people them, with the lend voices them to things that we know are in the best interest of Sierra Leone. But when the president say government for be accountable to the people, you for listen to your people. When you listen to them, you cannot go wrong.
All right, thank you. And we don't push this one, the PR system, and we also don't discuss about briefly. Of course, it might be talk a lot, and time not if I go deeply. So we'll go chef down there over there. The last one we'll go let you rub more on. Of course, una said if I'm prepared for an electionary process within. What's your biggest fear? Where potentially go get to back.
Well,
You know, feel like this, when I don't get ourselves together now, because before now, we are getting so much distraction or maybe inter fights, you know, and electoral justice, this, that, that. But most of the time, most of the people that will come also for go campaign for, may they get them the chance for be flag bearer, then can go message of unity, oneness. Is it that when I don't get it right, or something much more bigger there about? For happen. When I don't meet at a point.
For me, I will say I'm very cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic is that the statements and so far with the potential flag bearers and we don't come public, they say, they're very encouraging. And some of us with a promoter to call the non-aggressive pact between and among members of our party. Don't get it wrong. Our party is very attractive. Now that makes you see the number, all man they come and say one for little party. But the non-aggressive pact, where some of us they push is this. If me and you, they compete within the same party, we should be very civil. It will be a healthy competition. The reason why they suck so now based on the experience of 2018, we've been getting proliferation of people and we say they want for be flag bearers then. Some of the statements then during the campaign say Ugo McKinney will choose Dr. Samura, they elect Dr. Samura rather. Some people them not able to warm up to Ram because of certain statements them, etc. And some of them, even when they go meet them people them back, they say hey, then don't go molest you and are they come to so lot support you know they mix you go there. We don't want that situation there because it will be a very disservice to the majority of Sierra Leoneans them where they look forward to the APC as a party waiting to take over the reins of governance. And this is where some of us, behind the scenes and in public, we always preach let peace stay within our party. If not so that, people they not go forgive we as a party, they don't endure so much wrath, they don't go through a lot in the hands of the SLPP, they don't molest them, they don't sack people them unnecessarily, they don't kill people and nobody has been held to account, etc., etc. So that is why the people then look forward to it. Now that make you see say the example where they don't give for say the people are ready.
Okay.
One person, sorry.
Yes, just two questions more. As time on the flag, we bit better one. They talk about electoral justice and not seem for go away anytime soon. And we see look like camp on the inside camp because say what you may, a lot of people and still say Samura gets stick. How this go play if the party still gets this issue with electoral justice? You get any sort of because might not be a church about electoral justice in speech where you do na parliament. People will say, oh, well, they can't get electoral justice. What are you the current state? What are your own take when it comes to electoral justice? And as an opposition, how not go reconcile that? Just like you rightly say, people in a democracy, the opposition, if it becomes serious, robust, it help the government in so many ways. Development will come, economic prosperity will take place. Now that makes sometimes when they push the opposition, make them do their work. But at this fracture, where would I the benefits? If the benefits one side, then the ruling government. What are you guys doing? Or what are the modality we possibly when I go do for make sure say we not get fracas division?
You know, this thing about electoral justice, a lot of people they say, oh, I'm in for electoral justice. They don't even know what it means. Every meaningful Sierra Leonean for warm up to electoral justice in our country. Would I no one foresee transparent elections? Would I no one foresee, say, the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone abide by the rules of the game for make sure, say, in a very transparent and accountable way, they're supposed to do elections with credible, way uncontestable, way for able to stand the test of time. Would I no one foresee in terms of electoral justice for make sure, say, the police, for make sure, say, the judiciary, for make sure, say, the army, they all become neutral and impartial when it comes to the dispensation of their roles and responsibilities we get for do with the elections. And some of these all things about electoral justice, you will see, say, they address them very eloquently in the recommendations them we adduce from the tripartite committee. So who doesn't want electoral justice? And I agree. Samurai is a stakeholder in our party. That's one I can tell you. Not forget, say, this man don't be a flag bearer for 2 consecutive terms where he not win. It get people and we still believe in him. So in essence, all we need is, even if Dr. Samura is not going to contest for the flag bearer, or even if he contests, he not get.
So he gets, is this get chance for contest inside a new election, inside a new constitution? Also,
the constitution 2022 no banner for contest.
Okay.
If he go, he made the requirements them. He go, he say 1B, then he go delegates conference, then put them, then why not? So the bottom line here is, Lord we say he not a contest again. Or Lord we say he contest, then he not get her. We still need them in supporters them. We religiously believe in them. So for me, that inclusivity in the party is what we want. That's ended the common people them where they see we. And they use the common people and not in a derogatory way, but rather people that will not belong to the elitist class, but they're also
like how I can call them grassroots.
Thank you. I normally tend to refrain from the word grassroots there because you can't believe how solid those people are as you go interact with them. Sometimes you will get them big degree them, where you go sit down with them, you can even take lectures from them. So that is why I believe for everybody in the party come on board. The person we believe say he will able to challenge SLPP and bring hope for people them. That is the person Sierra Leoneans are looking forward to.
But I feel, say, when I get huge work as an opposition, in the sense, the faith, the assurance, what you want to do actually for make sure, say, because like when I can say trust, now like a glass, so people can so put an analogy like that. When we broke them, he asked for patch. Even if you patch, they still crack. Now they go into election 2028. What kind of assurance? Being the salon people and for look, like what I can say again, how they can say married way get for streets now from the Bachelor's Eve. And with all these people are not see that kind sort of like, that really when I organize. Some people are even accuse us, say, we're not ready for governance at all.
Well, I'm not going to say the people that we hold them views and then are subjective views. I would rather say not in your opinion. But one thing that I know, we are going into these elections as a united party. We are going into the 2028 elections as a collective voice, because as I say, it is not just about the APC. It is a moral thing, both politically as well, that we owe it to the people of Sierra Leone. And that is why if we not ever come together, I will tell you, say, the Sierra Leoneans are not going to forgive we based on what they don't go through. I think they don't want to go through another hellfire in the hands of the SLPP. But for us, we have to be very strategic, because Sierra Leoneans, as I say, they're not going to forgive the APC, because right now, at the main opposition, but Komon-Tok, they give you one assurance. the APC is going into these elections in as robust, in a united and collective voice, and it is going to be a tsunami because you're going to see mass of Sierra Leoneans, including those who sat on the fence, will come for say una no waiting, me no the APC and not the SLPP. They will tell you say they don't belong to a party, but just because they see say the hope and a better future is in the hands of the APC, that is why you will see some
we like for keep record though. People know it for now. This one, you go see this on social media and go don't cut that birthday. Then we'll come back, we'll remind you now. Anyway, thank God to we tell God thank you World Technology Day. The last one, we perhaps we go on we see a sort of, well, some people are saying a gesture, some people are saying at the ANU, that the Agreement for National Unity, where government a few days ago then released 37 of our members, and including APC Sheriff, where more or less the name nine big most of the one they release. Not to say the other are not important, but they will be famous with respect to all of them. But the thing, well, a lot of some people in the say some people then deny say that list itself not just maybe a tip. Some people then say when I send more than 307, something like that. First, tell me about that. If more people when I get more people in a prison, or this is not the end of it all. If you don't mind for help, we understand this one.
I don't get the exact number of people, but when we talk to the party, that we get a lot of other people who are still incarcerated, who are still in a prison. But you see, the problem about governance and democracy is an interesting thing. It is easy for let people say democracy, good governance. Well, if you go now with Constitution, one thing that is very clear is under the civil and political rights in chapter 3, nobody should be arbitrarily arrested and go keep them for that long without being brought before a court of law. Some of them people when they release so. If you go ask government, they're not going to tell you what this person commit. Just because they randomly raid people where they say, oh, na APC now they ban demonstrate against the government. They arrest them. Then go keep them as cell. So the thing is, it was not a gesture. It was in the first place arbitrary arrests for most of them. And I can always use this political terminology about democracy being very fledgling. Fledgling in the sense, when the government arrests people arbitrarily and go keep them, then overnight you just come, you left them like that. Who is going to hold the government accountable? That is why I am in to separate the office of the Minister of Justice, which is a political appointment, and get that separate from the Attorney General, who will be the people's attorney. That way we can strengthen our institutions and our democracy. Because when you look at the old principle of separation of powers, the reason why you see say countries and where they practice that one day, I'm not going to say because of the level of education, the sophistication, but some people don't even know how to vote strategically in our country. So now that make I believe say those two offices must be separated. Because imagine you also.
But that talk the way from a very long time, but we'll not say, is it that the political will not there for actually implement that, or maybe the government will be get the opportunity for do our day in governance?
Now,
one
of the key recommendations within the Constitutional Review Committee, just so.
Okay, why not be in our government? Why not see the need because not in our power? Is this the case? That only when they out on they see issues like this?
When we begin governance, when Edmund Cowan of blessed memory agree for say, then two offices and they for be separated, when within our government, we agree with him. But events that overtake we will not in our power. The expectation therefore is the new government from 7 years now, they're supposed to don't come for Duam for make sure say the Constitutional Review Committee will put them to an end. So because just like where SLPP, Tijan Kaba, now starts the whole thing about the CRC. By the time in government done, they're not able to take up for constitutional committees. APC come, then constitute the committees, then bring SLPP inside, APC and all other political parties, civil society, and the media. So if we back no day, then don't come back in a governance, the expectation is they should continue with it.
Right. So we hope because the constitutional review they come on and we see prominent laws like Magai, they all propose more like what they say for let them divide this office for like at least some kind of a little bit of sanity take place. But the last one where I go bring come, we probably say we don't know, but under this constitutional review will get for take place. Now the 50 plus one, no more 55%, where the Minister of Justice they push very hard. What you take on this one?
I agree with that.
You agree with that? No,
I agree with that 100%. Okay. For one thing.
Okay, let we know about why you agree with that. Go ahead.
They reduce the threshold because you go find out, say, at least you get 50 plus, then go declare you. That way, that tension for go into like a runoff, the chances then will be very slim. And also, one thing why I wanted them tied to that 50 plus, now like the Kenyan constitution, where they say when they don't declare somebody the winner, they know they go run with you, carry go run it's in blue for go swear you take the oath. Rather, you they wait a certain period where any what you call the residual challenges then will come after the elections, the people then get the rights for going to court. We then go to court, then go decide now after the court, then you swear the oath. That is the way the Kenyan constitution is anchored. So those are the two things we're making always blend together when they talk about the 50 plus. And that is also tied as a way of strengthening our democracy, that power should be seen to belong to the people and the people should demonstrate their sovereign right to determine the type of government they desire.
All right, thank you very much. So Fambul, now they tap the discussion. As always, super interesting. I wish we would get more time for deliberate on other issues, but we are time bound. So if you just join me, today will be a look at key issues there. Now the country, one of the issues there will be the look at the PRC, the PR system, where Madabio they push very hard within government for make they include we new election way come. And what in this mean? Is it maybe a genuine thing or probably some motive there behind that we get for benefits there? We also talk about the discussion of parliament. Will of course a lot of people let me wait for that discussion, that analysis fact check the will not be get time, and of course APC the new election we have much panel. Well, any one part of issues there where you get interest you and church, I'm sure somebody they will be able to answer them for you. Not so. So you will spare time for it. So family will take 1 minute 44 seconds where we can. Now you get the time, now you get the chance for talk to winner. And of course, we see a lot of messages that don't coincide. We will definitely pay attention on that as well. They can just
oh yeah. Oh yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh yeah. Love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one. Inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, This now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon for education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok for education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok.
All right, so yes, Fambulin, we don't count at the other side of the program. We don't take the first caller. Yes, caller outside the call from this Abdul from the US. You get the platform?
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good evening, Baraytay. Mr. Komon-Tok, by the way, I'm your candidate this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, not to say me not a hypocrite. I'm not a much for man. I need for a more. But honestly, I've been on queues a long time ago. You know, this PR system where they try for forcing to people, as well, Mr. Komon-Tok, our mission. There why I still get the plan for rig the election, then use the PR for appease the APC. I just pray. The one who been betrayed and Lara, then kind and the other at the APC for people supports then kind moves then they and the other two APC therefore be careful with. If you watch the 10 away Sierra Leone old election, Baraytay will confirm this. When Tijan Kaba win, you be hearing some section of the international community they call for power sharing, meaning a broad-based government. Because I mean, I think I said the country they at war for bringing everybody in. And I think that they go several times down the road, but I don't see any government attempt to do that. Who side we did the first pass the post play we take up. Now inside this same MPI system, because they want person and they try for totally, we don't release them prisoner. But look like this APC sheriff, Mr. Komon-Tok. The time with a man let us spend again. You know, I feel say don't be very close for me to release them. So no tell me say now out of good gesture they left them. I know say if family go appreciate them, then go appreciate say all the people the way they release. You know, that's one I can understand. But for say me go praise the president or give him any plus for that, no. But look, Hamas and Israel, when them people negotiate ceasefire and tell you say una left some of them people who una hold, this will release some prisoners them. How long it take for make it take effect? But this thing take, I mean, nearly 2 years for make it happen. It takes nearly 2 years. Them people are not sincere in anything they do. You don't know not take people in time.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll take another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello?
Yeah, outside the call from.
I come from Salon.
All right. You get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok. Oh, thank you for the good work.
Thank you for joining
Mr.
us.
Baraytay, good evening, sir. I don't hear your analysis them. And thank you for the good work because I see you see every time we invite in a program, they make yourself available. But Mr. Komon-Tok with the careful talk about sensible things. And I want to tell you, say the SLPP, they know say the people are not getting at their own side. They always find things that are really street in your way. And they almost don't succeed. And they tell you this. They don't succeed because looking at the commissioners, the way they don't appoint, they don't go to the well of parliament for approval. That year they don't conclude. And what they try now for push the PR now for lay pass so that they get their way now for head into the elections. So with the silence of the APC, say with the weight, with all the structures and the way the SLPP don't put it in place, and also it was the for the electorate they go cast to vote for APC. Then secondly, in the area of Samora Kamara, we see people say electoral justice, then they all over Salon, all over the people. It's a huge amount of people. Like Mr. Baraytay said, almost the party don't market for 2 consecutive times. So that kind of popularity now they use for like the people. People don't know what for a reader and about this. How would I go do for solve that particular issue? So now me take time there.
Thank you very much, my brother. Yeah, we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Okay, we don't miss that. So sorry, Fambul, caller radio on the line. Oh, sorry about that. They are called again. Yes, call outside the call from. All right, you get the platform, you get 2 minutes.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Good evening, Mr. Baraytay. For the analysis. My two timid suspects on this thing, you understand? Now let me really pick look and listen and follow up with how they said the war. Instead, don't tell me say they want to rule this country is having for 73 years. If you remember me right or wrong, then you tell me to talk to Mother Bill. Now, this power sharing, you understand? Now, one state, you understand, one state policy, now anyone be cancelled. Not to democracy. If it succeed, say APC the exception key, this power sharing, believe in me, Mother Bill, with the common power. It's not easy trick. You understand? And the PR system within the inclusive government is that, you understand it? There's something with words. Forget the opposition, forget the people there. But they implement it. So people again for very be careful to understand who's side the end up. If you want to understand SLPP, just go the previous statement where you don't make. Well, now if you lost space, who's side in the end up? Now they don't see CS. Now the people of the salon and they wait for election and they see the pace where APC don't put up. You understand? They say this election no go regam, no nothing. Now what they want to do? They want to pull up the tension that say power sharing.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Yeah, we had another voice. Yeah, thank you for your contribution. Would you take another voice? Okay, don't miss this one. All right. Okay, don't miss this one. Okay, now we have this. Yeah, Jibi Bangora, you get the platform. Where side you call from?
The call from the United States.
You get 2 minutes.
Anyway, hi to me, brother, that is struggle, the stability, all these things, constitutional reform, this, that, all which is Iranians. We need a tribal audit into all government parastatals. If you watch CPR's their behavior, if you watch the police their behavior, if you watch the military their behavior, if you watch ECFL their behavior, and the people that will constitute that them particular make their all going to the talk now garbage. We need a tribal audit. If they really mean business, now we get a tribal audit. When we get a tribal audit, a sincere tribal audit, free and fair tribal audit, they will take the game from that. If not to that, the struggle continues. Some of us will continue. Forbid the rebel. Because now second don't class you. Yeah? You don't mean to say when they say you're not rebel, you're not killer. No, you rebel against bad behavior. And that's I stand with that. I'm not saying what I wish to do with you. We all in this together. We need a tribal audit before any other thing. Before any other thing, we need a tribal audit.
All right. Thank you very much, Jewel. I already had another voice. Thank you. Yes, so take another voice. All right. Don't miss this one. No, we had this one. Yes, call outside. You call from?
This Kai Londo, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Oh, Kai Londo. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. The one who they look to, the British people, the American democrats, a constitutional business. I don't think it's going to salon, bruh. We are the only kind of problem in the country or something they were not able to make. Then you come up with the B section. But the first thing we go with now the A. After A is B. And Mr. Komon-Tok, What I don't see about Sierra Leone, you see most of them old politicians who they call and this media for can't talk to me all the time. Now the same old news. Like them instability the way they right now. So and the same old news. We don't eliminate people that way progressive, we really get vision for Sierra Leone, we eliminate them. We don't support them. You know? Even Samurai in problem, APC then contribute. They don't support Samurai. And they're still coming telling us stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Was on the right path. The international world don't want somebody we no one will take loan at IMF or World Bank. They want somebody who always the goodie. So when Ernest Kurma don't pull your attention there, you go with the Chinese then for can't build a second airport with administrative capital. They don't like it. You understand? They always go with the food. And there we spoke people there. Now the same one they accept them. Say, oh, the international one, the change of government. Which kind of change of government? You're on the right path. You're on the right path. It might not be a remote failure. We can disband that thing. You understand? Democracy, they're in different version. You get the Eastern democracy, you get the Western democracy. So,
all right, Kailando, thank you very much. Yeah,
it helps the nation.
Yeah, we add another voice. Thank you very much for a brilliant contribution.
Boss, thank you, man.
Yeah, we add another voice. Yes, call outside they call from. Which side they call from? Who side they? Okay. Look like that person they get issue with in line. All right, let's take this one. Yes, call outside they call from.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. Me now, Uncle Sule, they call from this.
Yeah, Uncle Sule, thank you for joining us.
Yes, I want to 3 points. The first point, the first point. Mother, the people here will release. You know, release them because of one for release them. He released them one because of that MCC money. You know, say the US government, we don't play their own part for renew the contract. And the US government that is give the money with 1.5 million for do the tripartite. So now that's the place so for like appease them because he wants the money. So let us talk about president for saying he do him because if he want do him, if not do him from after the election, he released the evidence. Number two, the government right now they go at bankrupt. You see, last week they don't suspend 4,000 teachers because money not there. So now they need this MCC money. They do all kind of way for appease the US government for let them get them. Then I want to give advice to Mr. Baraytay at the station. See, if APC allow SLPP, they fool them, then go share power. I want the biggest mistake they will ever make that in life. This man don't call APC. APC not good for themselves. APC not good for the country. APC not terrorist. You do the go share power with terrorists. You want share power with not good for themselves and with you. It is already power. You want to use the PRC because you know say and not this not party not the where they use system. We're not there in their favor. SLPP, they're not saying that PRC system they able to rig election because that's the most easy way for rig election. Now election the way they make them because of also constituency election, the parliamentarian they able to map forward results. PR system that the most easy system where they rig election. They make the because it suits them.
Okay, Uncle Sule, thank you very much. Yeah, it's 2 minutes.
If SLP they use them, if they use this PR system, what system will do? Because we don't see SLP they use the way to any way they want for that country.
All right, you don't know Tando, you go answer you, Uncle Sule. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. We'll take another voice. We don't take 2 more, though we tap the calls them on the line. Just 2 more calls. Yes, call outside the call from.
I call from the Komon-Tok family.
Okay, you have the platform. Go ahead, please. You get
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
The first thing for I want to say, you caption, we say APC are under fire. You know, to accept, accept proportional representation. I don't understand that caption. They scary and misleading. You know. Let's say, I know you me by APC they under fire from who?
Okay.
One.
All right.
Then another thing I want to say, I agree with Jibri Bangura for this ethnic cleansing. Then people here, they don't take it and stop it. Each time they come as governors, then they do the same thing repeatedly, then go free with them. Tiyan Kaba come, he sack everybody when I'm not done. Plus the people the way if you say the SLPP like alpha with them, so when a claim say they come on or not. Now then he accepts. But every other person who knows in APC and from the north, then they sack everybody, they flop the people without any qualification, they flop the day. Then Aneskona come, it accepts them, why not again? The only changes that we make are the political appointments, them, like we come to the brigadier, a general, the military, and then side the day. You know, we're very sensitive. But every other side, they left the day. But when they don't come back, in massive thing that we are going to do, so left them where to say, no, can share power. Share power with who that there? With all the blood where this man don't do, and you don't talk as I know they kill again. And you don't talk, say, when you come meet me, gun, you meet me with bullets. All the nonsense to them, they don't tell them. If the APC allow these people, then yeah. So God, really people, how they come out for them. They're like, so if you can't stand already for we no more now.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Go answer your question. This go to we'll say the last call for this program on here. Yes, call outside they call from. Whose side they call from?
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, I call from the United States.
All right, you got a platform. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, thank you for being time, Mr. Ability, this program today. Honestly, APC, they really disappoint people of Sierra Leone because APC has one of the strongest opposition party in Sierra Leone. For when this SLPP government can have power, 2018. All within SLPP they want, they get away with all of them. This PR system we don't get trouble so back. You get for back. And at the end, APC not there for nothing. Now salon day, then carry with some census. So not to even at the right time way it's supposed to happen. APC not get no political action. Now we at the right time for them to do census and salon. SLPP then sleep and get again. So even this this opportunity where also if not the SLPP begins in opposition, this government will as also SLPP begin opposition, SLPP the opposition as one of the strongest advantage. By now we expect say APC cut across the world. Therefore the mount demonstrations there. Now all the embassies in Nasaro for say this government within Nasaro also they're supposed to approve them. Even this year, even okay now they don't even appoint the commissioner for the East. We don't see no action where this APC party they take. APC party they really put people their life there into really danger because people they die for forensic.
Okay. My brother, thank you very much for your contribution. Definitely I'm going to answer for you. But we'll take the bonus. This could be the bonus. This could be the bonus call for tonight. All right. Okay. Sorry, Abian puts the bonus, but the line cut off. Okay. All right. All right. Now we'll just take this as the bonus. Yes. Yes. Call outside. They call from.
Yes, Komon-Tok. Everybody.
No bad, pal. Where they call from?
Well, I come from USA.
All right, you get a platform. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Well, hello?
Go ahead. Now for Dolly sets. Dolly sets, please.
Well, you know, like, what did they go on that salon? APC there, that they cause that. You understand me? Because APC there, they get opportunity for change that country there. But one thing, so you know, for putting the way they have in a salon, like APC that they encourage SLPP to do that. You understand? You know, like this peer system, you know, where they counter. You see, because APC they support them, but you know they don't want to come outside and tell people they say, oh, this you know, social things they happen. You see, but everything where they go on, like APC and they cause that. You see, but now this you know power share what they want to do. You know, if APC allow, may happen. Trust me. You know, like they need to do campaign against SLPP no more. You see, but APC when don't get nobody where they with the snap against SLPP. Don't get nobody. You see, they free mother bill. And the problem is
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Um, Fambulen, we just want tap here the program. Okay, let's just add this one. Just let's go be the last bonus. This person does struggle. But we just put this last bonus. Yes, caller. Is that you call from?
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. I talk from Italy.
Okay, you
But
get.
I don't check all day. I don't call.
Sorry, the line hurts, as you know. The line hurts. I'm sorry, but go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Let's go. Yes, I just want to ask Mr. Baraytay a question, right? Concerning this this electoral justice, because we get understanding say that we don't submit a letter at the ECOWAS court, and Tamura Kamara we don't come at the media one time ago, I think approximately about a month ago, and he try for debunk the people the way they go and talk about Madabio a new appointment within Kiam as a chairman at the ECOWAS, so gets no way for do with the electoral justice. And from what we get at the media, because different people and different bloggers they talk different things. This they talk say Samura Kamara, then get for sure I'm in, so they get this mixed feeling. Now this I want to make Mr. Baraytay, clear. Make it for clear for we. So we will get understanding, because as it is right now, we are really tired. Me in particular, I like that because I know it will go country right now. So we need for make this finance will go out of power, but we go able to go back our country and try for do something and try for make development. I want to make Mr. Baraytay go able to give it, because since he served in at the party and in one of that one part within the party, I believe they will get, understand.
All right. Okay.
The question.
Thank you very much, my brother. Family, we apologize. We don't stop the calling first. We apologize, and follow we get chance to Baraytay for respond to una calls them. Over to you. Maybe sometime let us take me on one, because somebody say me caption misleading. I just want to assure the person say misleading at all, and it deliberates and know what I put and I know what I agree. As I tell you so, I want to just watch what they unfold. It's serious, it's real. Not all to go talk. Sometimes they are to receive or will give or continue for the counter. But the caption is real. It's real and it's real. When I don't say anything, we'll put here. If we say really real, we mean it's serious and not to any misleading caption at all. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Komon-Tok. And I want to tell plenty thank to all the people and we call. It shows they are also interested in issues or in our country, issues that we get for do with the democracy and development. Of course, the first caller say endorse me as a candidate. If we reach there, I'll contact you. Now, when we begin the war, we will go into elections. This government of national unity, and not in our constitution, but Pakaba demonstrated that. What he do, at one point, it be even they under pressure from the SLPP. It come publicly. He say, to president for SLPP. He say, not president for the entire country. Because he go bring people them, we not even belong to APC or SLPP, but then look at the national portfolio that these people can contribute to the state. And as Kuruma also do the similar thing. They bring people them from PMDC, they bring people them where they are known to be SLPP. He supports them because he just believe say, now follow we country move forward. Now, Jibril Bangura talk about audit. I think that's an important point to not overlook. Because politics, you get what you call perception. The perception was when Mother Bio come, then pull people and we even get north and son names, assuming that their surname then they are associated with people and we not belong to a tribe. Me not too fashionable for talk about tribe or region when it comes into politics. But if the auditing, they add value to democratization, then why not? Then Kailundo talk about something about my airport. He said we all agree. With all due respect, he got it wrong. President Koroma did sign the construction of the Mama Airport. Now we then wire come, now he then cancel them instead and go. The irony now is the couple we then spend for build one terminal for we, it is almost the same for law for don't get a brand new airport when a build, operate and transfer where now the government arrangement where we don't go to it.
Yeah, kind of the blame Una in the sense that anytime we talk about democracy, that democracy could be defined a different way based on the situation. That by handing over the reins of government, Una don't betray, now they technically, if I get away, now they therefore say that there was no point for Una over because Una be the doer, Una be the refuse IMF loan. You know, now that's it for say, but Una succumb. Now all agree. Now the time for say, now all agree for handover power, and now we are.
So the question, I wish it would have been like a debate for law if we don't find out what you for don't do within the circumstance after the Chief Electoral Commission we conduct the elections. It don't declare Mother Biose now you win 2018. So what you we for don't do as a government to wage war? To disrupt the entire democratic process, fledgling as it is. But as I said, that's for another time. I will not delve into that because I belong to the pacifist school, win and non-violence. Now, you know, for now we get elections, Sule talk something, Uncle Sule talk something very important. He say, it's very easy for rig elections in a PR. And it's so clear, we have the Public Elections Act of 2022. We say the returning officer, as provided for in section 38 of our constitution, we then don't do the elections, therefore counts at the district level. We then don't certify at the district, then send and go to the region. From the region, then send and come now Wellington and then at the national. So if you want come, if you are advocating for a PR system, are you not circumventing the provisions in the Public Elections Act of 2022? Because the PR system does not create room to count at the district level. So we have to overhaul the entire electoral process, including our constitution, and more so the Public Elections Act. So you see, this is just creating a confusion to deflect because the law is very clear and we want to make sure we respect. And this is where I'm always calling. In situations whereby the president is seen to violate the constitution, his actions should be declared ultra vires and be held accountable in a serious democracy. But ours is not yet there. It is still fledgling. We are getting there. Now, somebody say, waiting the APC do all day in opposition. SLPP government don't do everything. They don't do the drug law. They what we do. We don't make statements. That's all we can do. We go on radio, we condemn them on several media platforms. We don't call on the government, say this is not good for we as a country. But the government not listen.
But again, because the government not listen, I this call at the time for say, this could have been, we said now don't talk, say, exactly. The opposition could have used this particular one at their advantage, not to pan bad, but at least for national interest by
But
demonstrating, protesting. Now the any side Sierra Leone get embassy. People when get membership there across the world. I think now the color the tell for say we're not doing enough. Just making a statement does not change anything.
I agree with a statement is a government where they listen. We get what you call public opinion. And public opinion, when it is negative against you, you listen to the people to make changes then if you care about the governance of the state. As a party, all we can do, we self don't see August 10, 2022, where APC not saying, oh, they go demonstrate and kill people. Even before that, they do an investigative committee, the president come, he say, na APC na into one, then kill people. They don't go fire people in our party office. It is, you see, the governance of Sierra Leone is not just about political parties. The people should also have the right to rise up. To rise up and say, you know what? Why una for go shoot na APC party office? Why una for kill Evangelist Samson? Why una for kill Tombo? You see, the division for say it is just APC versus SLPP, we should try to diffuse that. That democracy, it is about the people as well. The political party is there to covet power with the support of the people. But when human rights violations are happening, when we have a draw log in our country, when Fode Sanko, Bingiwi Gegenatut, in order to disarm, even though we don't get the Lome Peace Accord, we chased him at Spur Road. We ended up to arrest. It's not political party. Now we the people do it. So democracy is about the people. We should be able to confront the elephant in the room. But if we say, oh, APC, what about other people who don't belong to political parties? How can they also fit into the narrative? So this is where, in as much as the party, it will come, it condemn, it do advocacy, the role is to convince the people that we will be a better alternative. But when it comes to human rights issues, then, when it comes to having drug laws in the country, people should rise up and demonstrate that we don't want Umar Sharif, in quotes, in our country. That goes beyond party politics.
Yeah, it's I understand. I appreciate society come out, sir. And we see the reason why I make people leadership vital in anything what they do. The people cannot just take in because they talk about what they say. The situation as Salaway they describe is unique. It don't become difficult for talk because in a democratic dispensation, the role of the civil society is very, very important because then they're able to take up. You rightly said it that in some cases, you as a opposition, not they even put on the civil space, the civil society, and they organize people and then protest. However, you clear now, we on civil society has been politicized, and most of them they are already in bed with the government. A clear example now, CSO Mambu. Will be they hide behind the clout of a civil society. It was all over the place. Bio now be strong. And we know, not to say now like some surprise, it was just fooling itself across. And so people know civil society not there. Now that's make Una as an opposition, knowing this in clear terms, not say that it's a state capture. Una, why none of us take this one for ourselves and say, okay, this situation unique. Let we just take up on ourselves and put pressure even more for this man coming
that is what we are doing. The party executive don't come out. It condemn the presence of this man, that it is not, it has security implications. We don't come, can't condemn that very overly. But again, we are dealing, no, we even go beyond it.
If I pull exception, I go pull it. The reason being that I don't see a multiple platform there. And you we don't pull it, but if we go really how opposition they behave, on party executive, they have not done enough. I will tell you plain, and they will know where I am from. So again, this is a message where possibly perhaps if you get a chance to talk to them,
I will not contest that because everybody gets in your definition of doing much. Maybe in your opinion, they are not doing much. Maybe other people are lauding them. But for me, one thing that I believe in is, I remember when maybe the Secretary General for the National Union of Salon Students, We not wait for let any party come for tell we waiting for do. When we see that the AFRC coup was not in the best interest of Sierra Leone, I was given the opportunity, then I went over BBC. I condemned it, and I ended up into exile in Guinea. We mobilized our students, they demonstrated, and they killed some of our students, and some up to this point are living with the trauma of rape. Not a party. So this is where the docility in our country, it should be, governance should go beyond party politics. What about people who don't believe in party politics? Now that make us believe strongly. Even when we talk about Constitutional Review Committee, we for create room for independent candidates. Some people and they will not believe in APC, the ideology, we not believe in this. They just want to go as independent candidates for the flag bearership. But the Constitution say, for let you contest for the presidency, you must belong to a political party. So these are some of the lacunas in our Constitution. Equally so, when we talk about civil space, I've been talking one thing in my preamble about this whole thing about governance. The legal sovereignty of the state belongs to the three arms of government. And the reason why the media, for instance, is called the fourth estate, it is because if there is collusion within the spirit of separation of powers, they can hold the governors accountable. That is why we get the civic space, which goes beyond party politics. So the question is, with all the things that we don't happen, now we say, APC say, okay, who they sit down will not mix again. Does that mean if we left the country they born, we don't rise up? That is what I don't agree with. We should all be, when things go wrong, the governments right now, they do terrible things in our country. They don't kill people them. The people that we then kill during that August 10, 2022, not to honor APC, not say APC people that did it, but they are Sierra Leoneans. We then go bear them like dogs. So then, where are we to rise up as Sierra Leoneans? Where are we? We all have a role to play. Don't get me wrong. I'm not minimizing the role of the APC because it should be the mouthpiece of the people then, because our own ulterior motive is to covet power and come into governance. But again, the people should be able to hold both the APC, the SLPP, and all other political parties accountable.
Yeah, you know, because we still get a lot of people in the comment section who themselves one car with now so we can do it. We get the tripartite now. Who they talk, the people who they call and text us very important. So if you finish, now just take few of them.
I will just say we get a draw log, then people and say if APC somebody be asked for clarification if we don't go to ECOWAS court. APC didn't go to ECOWAS court. There is a group that I know where they say, then call themselves the progressives. I understand saying and then write letter to ECOWAS. They make some demands then. That is what I know about that group. And online I read about it.
All right. Okay. So family, let we take on just we don't take 10. I apologize in advance. Kadi Fofana, they say, and this government is not going to receive that MCC for now. People are supporting their parties with all what we are going through. So do not blame APC, please. This one, they come out from Leah Johnson Amla. He say, Mr. Baraytay, I beg to differ. Your party did not speak out when all the atrocities were taking place. They killed your members. You did not say a word. Election was stolen. You kept quietly like a mouse. You have not done the country any service. You failed the country and the people. And this one, Alusan Sankara say, APC betrayed the people of Sierra Leone by going to parliament, full stop. This one, they come up from Almami Bangura, where they say this push for power sharing by the SLPP is a plan to finalize the Paolo Conte type of treason. And this one, they come up from Jerry Brown. Say it's power sharing through the back door to have proportional representation for executive arm of government. And this one, they come up from Kane from YouTube. It's a APC always condemn. Look at talking about Kenya constituency, how these guys are confused. And this one, okay, now we go a little bit up here. Silvanos Mansari says, some of you are dream. May the Almighty forgive you because you don't know what you are doing, and the hand will tell you. They come from YouTube, and this one they come from Facebook. Julius Conte, they say power is not given, power is taken. We the people will take our power back very soon. And Bintu from YouTube, they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, nobody know the talk the citizens, then they forget say that the people and vote for them. So any decision parliament then for go and chat with them for them opinion if they agree or not. This one is more from Adam from Facebook. Mr. Komon-Tok, your caption is scary and misleading. What do you mean if it's under fire to accept proportional representation? Adam Mambu, if you don't listen when we address that, then there are things that the answer Nandi for you. And this one come from Facebook. Kate, yes, Kate, thank you for joining us as always. And this one come from YouTube. Musa Kamara, they say, Komon-Tok first to research on areas discussed to know the pros and cons of your discussion areas before posting questions in favor of the nation, of democracy, not individual interest. And this one, they come out from Fabian Fofana from YouTube. He said, if the people elect parliamentarians, then they should always go and ask the people before they make any decisions. And we're going to take two more, and then we this one comes from Yulia, now from YouTube. It says, Mr. Baraytay, all due respect, please leave the Taylor Pierce issue out. You, the very APC, contributed to our removal. And this one from YouTube, from Facebook. In order to uphold the transparent constitutional review process and to guarantee the free, fair implementation of the tripartite recommendation, it is of utmost importance to conduct a comprehensive and impartial tribal audit across all the government personnel in Sierra Leone. The audit should involve a thorough examination of recruitment practice, resource allocation, and representation within these institutions by systematically evaluating the tribal dynamics at play in these persons. All right, okay, Fambule, look like Senada, we got time for. Let's just take two more. Jenny from YouTube, they said this is by force. He imposed power on the country the same way imposing proportional representation in the country. Citizens need to get rid of this man before his end of term. And Mary J, of course, from YouTube, they greet we all. Thank you as always for joining us. We really appreciate you, Mary J. And of course, my dear friend Kelvin Sisse from YouTube. Again, big thanks as always. We thank you. And of course, Jay, as always, Jay, thank you so much, Jay, for joining us from Facebook and to the rest. And Abia said, thank you very much, and to the rest. So Fabul Naya, we tap with the text messages. Over to you as time don't be to bit better.
Well, much no day for say, except for thank the texters them. They make very good points. This, of course, go back to the heart of the matter, that governance is about the people. And if politicians connive against the state, the people should be ready to take their own destiny in their own hands. That is my own take. And I'm saying this not for APC, not for SLPP, because we believe that whichever party comes into governance, if there are semblances of conniving against the people should be ready to say, no, that is not what we voted you for. That is what, and somebody say, La left Lara Telopias. I know who left Lara Telopias. Because if you ask me, even at they party sleep, I will tell you very clearly.
It's all that contributes.
Well, I don't know how people can contribute for Pulam
because 8 of our members and supports the government for Pulam.
Well, we not say they say it's their support. But one thing we may believe is, in the first place, in suspension was even wrong. In the first place, they're not even supposed to suspend them. And that I am very steadfast with that. Because all you man do, now for all the presidency accountable, and if they go by the principle of the rule of law, where the Dyson principle say, irrespective of your status in society, nobody should be seen to be above the law. Full stop. So the suspension was wrong, and people always say the supposition that APC members of parliament supported the government of the day. At the end of the day, they will live by their conscience, whether they don't do a good service for Sierra Leone or whether they don't help the dictatorial policies of the government of the day. And this speaks to the people should take ownership of the state, because political sovereignty lies in the hands of the people. Show me one person we don't ever hold placard, we go say in condemn Laratilotipias in suspension. Apart from the few people that like them, Basita Michael them, we go on social media, then they lambast the government, say their actions are
no, I get your point, but honestly,
the social media una platform them, una camp, una condemn them, and they inside the country, would don't condemn them.
That's not now the time I tell you so now. Inside the country, I'm sure you fully understand this one. These are things that were civil society for champion. Absolutely. And then for tell the people, because at a state, as a country we'll get more people that want to go to school than the people that go to school. And now the obligation of the civil society for sensitize the people, make them know they understand. Like they talk to now Constitution in the preamble in part 2, they talk about with the power come up from the people, not to say now, not if I mean now we're not the master, not to the other way around. But if the people are not know them for demonstrate, how them go demonstrate? How them go placard?
Well, this is the challenge we have. So you see, I will not say our democracy is nascent. No, because that will go into some scholarly debates. Because in our own local societies, even during the colonial period, we have our own form of democracy. At the local level, the village level, we have the elders, the chiefs, how somebody can become a chief.
Yeah.
But in modern democracy, democracy goes beyond just political parties. In fact, the people should be able to hold the governments, the political parties accountable to make sure they do the needful. So for me, anything even if na SLPP person, a non-SLPP person, mother be killed in government scale, I'll come and condemn it. Because I know they see that person there as SLPP, and they see and force as a Sierra Leonean, and they see and say a govern. Because when you go, Sierra Leone is a party to the 1945 Civil and Political Rights Convention. So all of them thing and they, we have to respect them thing and they as a country. So now I make a member, 2 names them in the civil society movement in Africa, particularly in Nigeria, Ransombe Kokuti and Gani Fawahani. I remember them thing and they don't look to any political party. When the governments do the ugly stuff, they come and rally the people them. They say, listen, we have to hold even the opposition accountable and the government of the day accountable. So maybe we are not there yet, but I'm looking forward to the day. Lekau will be doing a governance where Kefala the ACC boss, then they wear black every Monday, then they go na cotton tree. Nobody know they beat them, nobody know they cost them because they are speaking up. They say because things they don't try in the country. Can people do that in Sierra Leone? If black herself will be mentioned, they not only arrest him, but instead of taking him to a mental facility, they took him to the court. Which means there is even an abrogation of his own rights under our constitution.
Anyway, it's a pleasure for getting on the platform as always, and we want to tell you plenty thank you. We left you busy schedule, as you see. People appreciate always because living your busy schedule, it means a lot. Say you get respect for people, and this now something where we continue then discussion here because the people and desire to know the truth. um, I think we just make a mistake for say no, this is a politics business, not to me business. I know they put on the. It's a big mistake, and that mistake they will don't cause them for a long time. But people and they wake up now. Social media don't they help for since it has a lot. People and they know how to analyze issue now so fast, super fast that you have to pass you by force now. But if you know that kind politics today, that propaganda don't people agree that no, it ain't work now. Now you get for you have to do it by force. Then people okay, they agree because you don't do it by force now. But if you have to come manipulate and play with them brain, no, you they go laugh you at the end of the day because then they see how the thing they come out. Anyway, you get any last word for say before we say goodbye? Lord,
I
let
just
the
dey
rest of the
tell
rest.
you, I dey tell you plenty, Turkey. It's a lot of sacrifice in terms of what you're doing. At least you don't belong to SLPP, you don't belong to APC, you don't belong to any political party. But you took it upon yourself as a Sierra Leonean by creating this platform whereby you can hold politicians accountable and also to make sure we provide the alternative views for Sierra Leoneans that yes, we all have a stake in the country. If we born, not to APC no more or SLPP they born. Now Sierra Leoneans they
Yeah.
suffer in front. Especially when we been get the one our country, the suffering, not to APC, SLPP no more across the board. So I want to tell you plenty thank you and your crew members them. We don't take this novelty for create this space for we. And I appreciate the callers them as well and the texters. The conversation has been very civil because at the end of the day, it is how do we exchange ideas? Nobody. I learned from what is being discussed today. I know the takeaways that I can share with my party that they needed to see a more robust political party if we are really serious to take over the reins of governance. So I tell all man thank you and I appreciate the opportunity.
All right, thank you very much. So, Fambul, now will tap the program. Hopefully, tomorrow back we day with another common talk. And just so I know, not to say we know I invite the government, but the governments they fear for can't talk to now. So what you for do? That makes sometimes we just get for telling the truth. The government when you invite them, they give excuse, then they fear the people, then comfortable na a platform where they fully control behind the scene. We like we unfortunately we get for asking some question. If I not ask yourself, don't say me ask you question, but I not get control. Maybe me go to control me question, but the call I not get control. And we not able we not get for say the pick call first. Or we not make say you na the first call this and no, we don't know because the line open up, anybody can just not like lottery would have succeed. A lot of people and call today, some succeed, some not succeed. And those people that will not able to control them questions there. And definitely you ever answer the question if you can. Otherwise, then we'll take and say, oh, what's in the talk not true. But it's been a pleasure anyway. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, so family, this a quick one. I just want to share this news gracefully. Next month, Mr. Komon-Tok and the coup, we they go na Burkina Faso. The team finally don't succeed. I know a lot of people and don't they wait, but next month, without fail, tickets available. We depend on the preparation, and we will get the live features, live way. Would they say the hard fact? Would they go do what would they say ground truthing? Not find out really if it's just a matter of maybe how you go call it, maybe packaging, just like way other minister them they say if just too much hype na India and Burkina Faso. So the Burkina Faso trip will be opportunity for us for see, and we also understand say there is a huge Sierra Leonean community there in Burkina Faso. We don't left from the war, we don't go settle yonder. We some of them are not, I mean, don't pass 20 years, they're not going to salon. So we also go make efforts for we go meet that Sierra Leonean community. They love we just interact and talk. Probably somebody go cook cassava leaf. They don't know, not so. Not so. If the cassava leaf, then we say, come on, go get chance for it cassava leaf. So I just say let's share this with you now, and definitely it will happen. And of course, we will see those live pictures from Burkina Faso and those videos. Me now, Mr. Komon-Tok. Until then, bye bye.
You gon' make me proud. From Salon to the world with a stand tall. Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Komon-Tok, this how we voice. Armies who really make the choice from politics to help we stand firm. Migration of us we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be with the young care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go on the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we just stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From Salon to the world, we just stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Armies who really make the choice from politics to help we stand firm. Migration of vibes we come from. Komon-Tok, that place to be. We the young, I'm clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. Now we the young, for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shine the light, the truth must show. Komon-Tok, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds go meet. Komon-Tok, this how we voice. Armies look where they make the choice from politics to help we stand firm. Migration of vibes where they come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young, I'm clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. Komon-Tok, ooh yeah. We talk on real, make me hear. From Freetown to the world, we spread the news. Komon-Tok, by the platform we choose.
From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks we no go shine, migration stories should no go die. Entertainment we go dance to the beat, health and well-being make we rise from we seat. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice be the roots. Komon-Tok.